Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to attempt to build this kit. This is a running water light. So we have here some surface mount components and I am absolutely clueless as to what they actually are. Now one's got a 222 on it and one's got a 103. These ones have got 102 written on them. Now, there's nothing here identifying the difference. It just says 2.2k resistor. So how do we know what the values of those are? Yeah, I think realistically the only way that I'm going to do that is to get a multimeter and just pop multimeter across them. So let's give this a go. I'm going to grab a meter, back in a second. To start off, we're going to be looking for a 2k resistor. So one of these is a 2k, one of these is 10k. Try and get the packet or something. Okay, it pushes out the back. So that one is 2k. That one's 10k. So how are we going to get that onto there? I can't even pick the darn thing up. Tweezers maybe? Okay. I'm going to have a look, see if I can find some tweezers. Okay. Let me readjust you. So, just going to push that into place. Now what I'm concerned about is the moment I touch this with the soldering iron, it's going to move. Okay. There we go, that's one ending. Okay, there's one. Can we repeat successfully? So I'm going to push this out the packet again. There it is. She tiny. Now what this is showing actually so far is that you can do surface mount with nothing specialist, because all I have here There's a soldering on. Okay, that's just gone flying. Let's get it back on the board. Ooh, you are fun. Ooh, that's fun. Now, I would get you a banana for scale, but they don't make them this small. Okay. Next up, according to form, we need to fit a capacitor. There, that's these. So I'm just pulling the tape off the back of the packet. And we've got two of these. One goes down the bottom here, one goes up here. Put that over there for a second. I wonder if I get a good blob of solder on the end of the soldering iron. Okay. Well, that's 3 resistors on in 5 minutes. Got to be a not world record. Okay. Dot at the top. Dot at the top. So, solder this onto here. I almost feel in some ways like I need to sort of glue this in place or tape it into place or something. Gonna try something. Okay, let's try this method. This method involves an extra hand. Come on. When we get 2 corners to solder, it won't move then. Okay. It's not perfect, but hopefully it'll work. How's that look? It looks like it's soldered, doesn't it? That didn't go. Okay, I've got a short circuit there between those two pins. Bit of a mess. I'll pull it back out with a bit of solder blade. I don't think I have. You're not being very fun. Come on. Take the solder off. There we go. I think because I've got such a long tip on the iron to go so fine, we're having some problem. There we go, we've got that. Okay. So next piece of torture is these 1K resistors here. I've not measured them. You know, they come in a strip. There's multiple of them. It tells me we need multiple 1K resistors, so I think logic would dictate that that's where these go. Pull that off the back. Out they come. Ooh, there we go. So we put this on first. Get it out the way. When I ordered this, I didn't notice it was service mount. Otherwise, realistically, I probably wouldn't have brought it. Come on. Yeah, come on, it's a join up. If you're join up, you can stay there. Well, it's not the tidiest of joints. But what I want to show you is that's an LED. Just to give you some sort of concept. And that's one of the tiniest of the LEDs you can buy. So this is all pretty tiny stuff. And these cutters I'm using to pick these up, these are the cutters that I'd normally use for trimming legs off. Right, back in a second. Okay, so the technique I've got for these is I'm holding them down in place. With a screwdriver. Then I'm getting somebody else to put the solder in the gap. Can you please put the solder down the gap? Go away. I need some more solder. That didn't work. That's got to be the worst one we've done, Lily. Right, you've got to bring the solder in like that.
Yes,
okay.
But you're doing it on the correct side then. I think you're...
No, you don't. Right, that's all you've got to do. In like that. Right, I've got one end on of these. And I'll do the others. The one thing I have done that you might notice is I've swapped for a larger tip, because the tip I was using wasn't doing very well at transferring the heat. I think the design of it was just letting it down a little bit. There we go. Not the tidiest soldering in the world. This thing's next. Where's the notch? There we go. So it's going to go this way round, just like that, and we'll run down and solder that in place. Fun fact, I've never soldered anything this size surface mount before. Most I've done has been 8 legs. What I'm going to try and do a bit of solder on there. How does that look? That looks quite well lined up. So let's do the corners. Okay, that's the corners done. That'll help to hold it in place. And I'm going to run down and yeah, that's got that. Other side. Just knocking all the excess off my soldering iron, so I've got a clean tip still. Go on. Now I'm thinking to myself as I'm doing this, if I'm not careful I'm going to unsolder my resistors. But there we go, that's all the big bits done. Let's solder this onto here. Nice connector. Variable resistor goes in here. Okay, let's check out what they want us to do with this. As far as the diode orientation is concerned. Okay, my reckoning is that the long leg is going to go on the left. So let's pop them in place. Thusly. A little bit of an awkward build this was, by all accounts. With the surface mount parts, it did make it a little bit more difficult to work with. But fingers crossed it will actually work. Okay, I'm going to turn that over now. Okay, I put all the LEDs in with the long leg on the left because there's no information, and from what I I know myself, that seems the most logical way for it to be. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, they're all going to fall out. So we're just going to start at one end. So what I'm going to do, solder a leg, push it tight and tidy. Next one in. Put some solder on a leg. There you go. Let me cables off on one today. Once the first leg's in place and you pushed it tidy, you can just solder down the second one like that, look. And we can have a little trim, look, and then we'll do some more. Long leg towards the power. So it's long leg towards the power connector. Okay. I got that one messed up. Okay, so I'll solder them in properly. Because I moved that so much, I put some extra solder on it just to make sure. Okay, last one. Tidy. Okay. The last couple of joints to solder. Cut off time. there we have it. There's the little board. So let's put some power to it and see what happens. I'm going to go for 6 volts. Oh wow, it works. So that alters the speed it runs at. Got one LED not working. But I think, all in all, considering how difficult that was to build, it works. You know, there's probably a bad leg or a resistor, or I've killed a resistor manhandling it. But that's that kit, the Ne555 plus 4017 waterfall LED kit. So there we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and hit the subscribe, etc. And there's various other things we've done. Thank you.